Hello, everybody. This is Charles, and welcome back to episode 18 of the Mega Park. This episode, let me unpause here. No time lapse in this episode because a couple episodes ago I made an announcement where I'm gonna start passing my park along to some people. So the first person that I handed my park off to is Nap Knight. Would you like to say hi, Nap Knight? He is here with us today.
Hello, everyone.
Yo. So Nap Knight, fairly new to the Roller Coaster and Friends Discord server, maybe like January, late December.
Yep.
Kind of reached out and showed some of his work, and very involved in the RCT community, kind of doing some contests and whatnot in other servers, and just being really involved. So I had the idea to have Nap Knight here just kind of build something of his choosing. So let's take a look at what he built. I don't have the audio on for OpenRCT, but I probably should, but I could usually play with it off. But yeah, so Nap Knight built this really cool water park area, I guess you could say, with some water slides and some river rafts. So I might have to ask here as the first question, what inspired you to do a water park? I guess we kind of talked about it, but like, what was your building process, and just like, what was your inspirations here?
Yeah, so water park. I wanted to. The first thing that came to my head was like a river rapids or a log flume or something like that. But I just did some looking around for some inspiration, and I thought that two slides that kind of race each other would be cool. They're timed up a little bit. They're hard to follow though, because the slide itself, you can't really see what's going on inside it for a minute. But yeah, I thought they would look pretty cool with the lazy river, I guess you could call it, underneath. They're bumper boats, but I feel like they look like...
Yeah. I'm so used to calling them lazy rivers. I mean, I've only been to, I don't know, one water park in my life. I'm not huge into them in real life, but I usually refer to these as a lazy river, but they might be called different by other people. But I think this is very well done. I dig it. And I do like the idea that like they're synced, but they're not like perfectly symmetrical, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of built a different layout, but they still are timed super well at the end here. Just kind of watching them both pop out of the... yeah, there you go. Pretty well. It doesn't have to be perfect. They never are in real life either. So, but yeah. And we were kind of bouncing back and forth between name ideas. But I decided to name the water slides LL Cool J and Kool and the Gang, because they cool you off, I guess. And then Emerson, Lake, and Palmer for the what you would call it, lazy boats, bumper boats ride. I don't know, just because it has the word lake in it. I think they're all kind of fun names,
Yeah.
So yeah, anything. I mean, also you kind of built this. I didn't notice this the first time when I opened the park file, but I said, hey, go crazy if you decide to make a station building for my wooden coaster that I built. So yeah, what was your I like that you blended it in well, but again, what was your building style here? Like, what inspired you to kind of do this area?
Well, as far as the building goes, the station building for America, I wanted to kind of tie it in with what you had already started there, with like the mine kind of pirate theme. So I did my best to kind of work in some red and stuff like that there, in the gray at the top. And then over for the water park area, I guess you could call it a water park, in the middle I tried to add in some like green and some palm trees.
Yeah,
so I kind of tried to like...
super good foliage work. I'm my style of foliage is just cramming any empty space with trees. But I do appreciate that you kind of, you did kind of foliage near the water, and then you kind of left this part kind of open. I'm probably going to eventually extend this path out for another bridge once I get to this area. I'm guessing that was your intent as well, rather than kind of making it a dead end thing.
Yeah, I wanted to leave it kind of open in that area because I didn't know if you would want to put in some more foliage or then extend the path. But yeah, I kind of just tried to roll it over from the pirate area like over into like a little bit more green, like a sandy beach area.
And And I'm very not knowledgeable. At least I used to be, but I kind of like lost the knowledge on like using the tile inspector and the cheats to get like the water slide back up here. How does that work? Like, how did you build that part where kind of the boats go back up here?
That's a good question. So basically underneath, you just got to get it back up. So like the purple one, I got to get it back up to the top. And then the yellow one, I got to get it, you know what I mean? So you basically just go down all the way back.
Gotcha.
You can use just like regular track to get it back up in the back. I did it like a vertical drop coaster. Like I changed it to that
right. I kind of see that there. It's
it
hidden though. We
up.
can't see it unless I
and then just hide that. Yeah.
But yeah, and then you kind of had your river rapids. What river rapids? I'm not sure. Kind of go underground here, but I see that it's not on water technically. So what kind of track is this technically on? Do you
That's
remember?
a good question. On the inside, okay, so it's on like a steeplechase track.
Okay.
That I should have done water on the inside of the cave. I'm just now like noticing.
No,
that now,
I mean again, it's hidden. Like it's, you know, it works great. You can't tell if you look at it like this, and I think that's a good idea what you did.
It's a little, you know, like on the like, what would you call it, like homemade side. So I am sorry for that. But,
No, I think it's wonderful. I mean, it looks great. It, you know, I never think to go out of my way to build a ride like this, you know, using the different tracks and cheats and whatnot. You know, that was something that I knew a lot about back in like 2019 when I messed around with this stuff a lot. But for the most part, I'm kind of doing like a classic style, but this works really well. You know, water slides, water parks are my weakness, so I'm glad that someone took over and built one like this. And I also like that you kind of built it like, you know, top down and no chain lifts. You know, like what's that one? Yeah, like this demon drop. Where it's like built like a roller coaster layout where it goes up a chain lift and then makes its way down, and you know what I mean? Like I like the idea that you kind of started way up here, because that's actually kind of what most water slides are like. The only water park that I've been to is Noah's Ark in Wisconsin. And I'm trying to think, I probably went on a dozen water rides there, and there's one water ride, I think it was Black Anaconda. I don't know what your knowledge on Noah's Ark rides are, but that one actually goes up and down a lot, and it kind of goes up these chain lifts. It's kind of weird. It felt the most like a roller coaster out of all the water rides there. I mean, the chain lifts were more like treadmills almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think it was that ride where it just kind of just goes up and down, up and down. I thought that was a fun ride, but I haven't been on a water park in a long, long time.
Yeah, I think I think I know what you're talking about. Not really like a coaster, but like not really a slide either.
Yeah, it was cool. But yeah, like I said, I haven't been on a water slide in ages. But yeah, most water slides are kind of like this. I don't know. Have you heard of the Scorpion's Tail? That water slide that it like does like a loop almost.
The name sounds familiar. I just don't know specifically.
Well, I mean, I'm 25 now, and at the time, I mean, this was probably 15 years ago that I was at this water park, but I didn't weigh enough to go on the slide, because you have to weigh a certain amount because it has a loop in it. And if you're underweight, you're going to get stuck, and then, yeah, which scares me, but.
Yeah, I've talked about it a little bit with Holiday World is basically where I spent my summers as a kid, you know what I mean? So the lazy river, and I just saw that, you know, two things that you really don't have yet in this park, and you've done a lot of coasters. You said, you know, you don't like doing this kind of stuff, so I'm glad that, you know, you took care of the Heartline Twister.
Yeah, where is that down here?
Yeah.
The trick is to hide most of it underground, right?
There you go.
Because it's such an ugly coaster. Same thing with like this, what you call it, inverted suspended single rail. You gotta hide most of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really squeezed that one in there. But yeah, this is wonderful. I'm can't wait to like work around it. And I know you said that you might want to have me expand on this at some point.
Yeah.
But I've already passed the park to person number 2, so that'll be a future project. I'll kind of do you know, I'll try to blend this in with whatever I build over here, and I have no idea what that's going to be yet, but yeah, this works well. I think it's really cool. Did I bring up the names of the rides? I forget if I did. I think I did.
Yeah.
Perfect. But yeah, do you have any last minute things you'd like to talk about what you did here? And
No, I mean, I'm glad I got to do this. I had a great time.
yeah, yeah, I'm really glad. I mean, you really blended in this path work as well. You know, this was all, there wasn't anything here before. You kind of added this path, and yeah, I really dig the flowers and the foliage. And again, the America Station building blends in very well. Yeah, and I really like the color choice that you did. The first thing I thought of was like Wario and Waluigi, but those colors are, they're good. I like that color scheme. It's really bright and beautiful. I think the water slide should have that bright, friendly feel. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. And yeah, so that'll be it then for this episode. Kind of a short and sweet, 10 minutes or less type of thing. Just kind of showing off what someone built. So I'm guessing the next 4 episodes, because I'm passing this off to 4 other people as well, will also be kind of the same layout. I'm not sure who's going to be involved with talking with me, but there won't be time lapses, I should say, for the next 4 episodes. I'll just be kind of showcasing what the other people have built. So again, wonderful job. I appreciate you for being involved. And yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video.